Hi friends, Right Careers welcomes you to the first ever video of 2022. This is Sudarshan, your career coach. Now this week is very special for all of us at Right Careers because we are celebrating our 75th episode, of at Bright Careers. And at this juncture, I would like to thank each and everyone, be it the subscribers or the non-subscribers who follow this such videos. A huge thank you, because but for you we wouldn't have been what we are today. So a huge thank you. And in case you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you once again. If you haven't, do subscribe by clicking on the YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/rightcareers, and also click on the bell button for instant notifications. Now moving on to this week's video, this is a video that's of high relevance, I would say, because this video we're going to see about education in 2022, right? Before that, we understand a year is not always a long time, or rather it's a short time to determine the gravity of changes, determine the gravity of what's going to happen in any industry, and education is no exception. You can't really understand an industry in 1 year. However, we can also, in this 1 year time, what we can see is, we can see what kind of changes that are going to be made, or how the future lies ahead, etc., etc. And that's exactly what we are going to see this week. Now, before we see about 2022, we'll also see about how the year passed, how 2021 spanned. Now, 2021 was all about hybrid model. We know what hybrid model is, right? A combination of learning in online and offline. 2021, the schools and colleges did reopen. Students started going to their respective schools or colleges. However, online classes also continued. So there was a combination of both offline and online, and that's hybrid model. Exams like the competitive exams like the NEET or UPSC did happen, especially physical examinations also happened. And recently, as recent as last month or December, CBSE successfully completed the first phase of board exams for class 10 and class 12. International students also, international markets did start opening. Universities did accept students from outside their country, and students did start to travel. They started traveling extensively last year, I would say, to various countries. Education as an industry stood very tall amidst this COVID-19, and that's mainly due to technology intervention. So technology played a very important role in education growing, and even during this pandemic. From technology scarcity 2 years back to today, we are talking about technology abundance in education. Education has seen it all, I would say. It has seen from no technology to full stack technology, right? Today, most of the children are, learn for their marks, and they learn facts and figures. However, that is going to change in 2022, because 2022 will see implementation of the national education policy at larger level, especially in schools. We will see how. Now, education in 2022 and beyond, it's not only about this year and beyond, looks highly promising, very promising. And this year is going to set the foundation for lot of new beginnings. The 2 years in pandemic, have paved the way towards, newer possibilities which we never thought of, right? So 2022, we are going to see this NEP getting implemented. So how? The first thing that we are going to see is about more, focus on something called skills and development, skill development. Now, skill development is the most used buzzword in India, I would say, because, for the last 6 years, the central government has created a ministry called MSD, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. We also created this slogan called Skilling India. However, in reality, skilling is a long way to go. Today's students who learn, they we got to employ, jobs for over 100 million students in the coming few years, which means words like critical thinking, problem solving, etc. would come into play. Schools and colleges will start implementing this skill development programs in their school from this year onwards. Now, the second thing that could also be, seen more this year is usage of technology in education. Now, technology, love it, hate it, you can't ignore it, right? Already we have been seeing the advantages of technology in education. This hybrid model which we are talking about is definitely here to stay. So hybrid model is something which is not going to go anywhere. 2022 could also see a new technology called blockchain technology getting introduced in education, especially in higher education. Gartner's report says in the next 2 years, right? 20% of higher education institutions across the globe will implement blockchain technology as a part of their academics. Now, what is blockchain technology in education? So for example, let me give an example. A teacher wants to, teach something and remind the students regularly. What a teacher can do is, a teacher can program lessons and courses that are required and then put it in blockchain. So what will happen is, a student will learn via hybrid model, and then once he or she learns, the blockchain will send reminders to student to take assignments. Now once the assignment is taken, the blockchain will send reminders to start learning the next lesson, so on and so forth, till the chapter or subject gets over. So this is blockchain technologies. It is nothing but automation. We have seen automation everywhere, right? Teaching will also become automated in this year. That's exactly what blockchain technology is all about, right? The third important thing that could also happen this year is in the form of teaching. Now, teaching versus facilitated learning is something that's been, that this debate has been going on for the last 2 or 3 years, I would say. This era, we all know that information is available handy, right? Students know it all type. That's how students behave these days, and that's how students perceive these days, and that's partially true, because whatever they want, they go to Google and then they see it in their mobile itself. This presents a unique challenge to teachers, because teachers need to reinvent and readapt themselves, or upskill themselves to be more relevant today. Now, teachers have to improve their skills. They have to improve their interpersonal skills, leadership skills, and hone their skills to make classrooms, more, I would say, they need to create an environment that would facilitate learning rather than, monotonous one-arm teaching. So that is something which 2022 will also see. The next thing that 2022 can see or should see is something called cohort-based classes or cohort-based learning. Now, what is cohort-based learning? Before that, we all know that in the last 2 years, MOOC has taken the world by storm. MOOC is massive online open courses where individuals go and register themselves and learn new things in online portals. That could be Udemy, that could be any portal. Students or learners, even working professionals, learned online individually. But cohort learning is something that's coming up, and that will definitely, do wonders in the near future. So what's cohort learning? It's nothing but it's a model where individuals who want to learn something enroll themselves as groups. For example, I want to learn a program, say digital marketing, for example. I will usually, go to Udemy or any other portal and learn by myself. That's MOOC. But out here, when I enroll, there will be group of students whom I don't know will also would have enrolled, and that they would learn together, which means students can learn together from different countries, from different origins, from different backgrounds, which means the teamwork of learning will improve, and that's called cohort-based learning. Now, it supports students to interact and learn, which was missing in MOOC. Now that we have seen how 2022 is going to, span out newly, what will not change in 2022 is also something we need to see. What will not change? Now, India as a country, typically you see it's a land of physical classrooms. Colleges at some point in time will reopen. Schools at some point in time will have to reopen, right from kindergarten to across higher education. It will reopen. Students will start going to classrooms in 2022. That won't change. Also, our obsession with marks, obsession with exams, especially the competitive exams like UPSC or NEET or JEE, is here to stay. The love affair with marks will definitely stay. Overall, if you ask me, learning is lifelong. 2020, 21, 22, 23, learning is not going to stop. Learning has to be lifelong. This pandemic, has taught us a lot of things. The students miss that social life, and that will happen in 2022. So that's all, I have for this week, and this is something I thought I should share. And until next Monday with another brand new video, see you all. Take care. Have a safe week. Thank you.